I needed to actually record a little bit of supplementary stuff for my current video, and I figured, hey, while I have the mic out, might as well record something little for the quick little update we got from the most recent newsletter. I won't be belaboring this. There's a lot of interesting stuff said, but also, it's not a very lengthy newsletter, but I do find what's said very interesting. So first, we get to see the cute little tutorial with the little Toby Fox in a picnic basket. That has to be one of my favorite things about these updates, honestly, is the little sprites that they make for them. It just makes it feel a little bit more, I don't know, not personalized, but just that you know that they put effort into it. So first we hear about the update, the progress that's been made for Chapter 4. All maps are done, all battles are playable, only 2 cutscenes need small improvements, 1 battle needs to be balanced and the visuals need to be completed, 1 battle needs a better background, 2 battles are having their ending sequences improved. There's still some things that need to be fixed and polished, and 3 people were able to play through the entirety of the unfinished Chapter 4. Which, when I read this, I think I stopped and I turned to my sister, and I was like, holy crap. They're so close. They're so far. To which she said, keep reading. I do agree, though, with the one friend who said that all of the chairs need names. I think they should, put as much time as is needed into making that happen. I also, for me personally, I think it's a good sign that Chapter 2 is not the longest chapter. I understand that probably a lot of work went into Chapter 2. And it sounds like Chapter 3 and 4 are probably not quite as long, but they're still lengthy. They still have good meat on them, which is what I care about. Always love it when Sans and Papyrus show up in the newsletter. I love Sans. He does kind of hit me as the kind of guy who would not know how to swim. I could see him wearing that kind of get-up for a bit. I also could see him just not knowing how to swim. It's also good to hear that they've started working on Chapter 5. Love to see the gang all together. Honestly, this group of 4 from Chapter 2 has really grown on me. Even Birdly, I really have come to really enjoy Birdly as a character. It is indeed sad to hear that the release is still so far away, but what I really like is that he's gone through the effort to tell us what's left to do. Also, yay, Alphys! As someone who has never made a video game before, I'm sure this will shock you, but I don't know what goes into making a video game. What I really like is that, again, Toby Fox takes the time to kind of break down what is needed to get a game out, especially at the point that they're at. The first is this interesting thing that Game Maker is doing with the update that I guess is being made at the very least with Toby Fox in mind, if not just for him. I think it's a good sign that he wants to make a console version available at the same time as the PC version, but I do realize that that's going to add significantly to the amount of time that it's going to take to make this, as well as a localization at least into Japanese. And then there's the bug hunting that will need to be done, and that can't be done until it's totally over. And then there's a lot of other little things that need to get done. The ratings, the soundtrack needs to be put together. They need to make a trailer. That surprised and excited me because I don't think we ever had a trailer for Deltarune Chapters 1 and 2. Now that I'm saying it, I do think there was probably a trailer for the Switch release at least. But still, to get a trailer before you actually get the chapter, that's kind of exciting. I'd like to see what he would put in it. That's gonna be a whole, 5 months of speculation depending on how late it gets put out before the release. And one of the reasons why I really like both this and the newsletter in general is I'm a Hollow Knight fan. I really love Hollow Knight. I think I got 104%, which is not the most you can get in Hollow Knight, but I've spent a good amount of time playing that game. So obviously, I'm really, really excited for Silksong, and we just don't get any information on that. And I'm not saying I need to. Team Cherry, that's the team who makes that's a team behind Silksong and Hollow Knight. They can do whatever they want. They're not Toby Fox. I am going to compare creators, but I'm not going to hold it against them. But we just get no information on Silksong, which is a shame, because I'd at least like an update of like, do I feel like we're getting close to the eventual release of a game, or will it just never come out? I do think that trying to put together those kinds of things can be a little hard on creators, because what do you even put in there? Do you just eventually in piecemeal reveal all of your game? Which I think Toby Fox has avoided doing by having all of this cute sprite work, cute art and stuff that goes along with it, as well as commenting on other things that he's working on at the time. And that's about it for the newsletter. He talks briefly about a song, a music video? Is it just a song or is it just a music? I think it's just a song. About a song that he made for a Hololive. I don't know what Hololive is, so doesn't interest me a lot. I do think it's a little funny that when he asked for a reference song, he was just given Megalovania, which I think is kind of funny, if only regards to just asking him to make one of the biggest bangers of all time, but again, good luck with that. On that note, though, do you think that Megalovania is gonna appear in Deltarune? Personally, I think it will, but like, not in a big boss battle. It's gonna be like a fun mini game. Could you imagine Megalovania, but it's been made into like a racing mini game soundtrack? And that brings us to the end. Again, it's just a little video that I was like, meh, might as well comment on it while I have my microphone out. Thank you guys so much for all of the love, by the way, that Deltarune Theory Basics 4 has gotten. It's always so rewarding to put so much effort into something and then, you know, get a lot of comments and engagement out of it. At any rate, I will see you guys in my next video. The Reeve one, maybe? Please watch my Reeve one.